Welcome, everybody, to another podcast here in the studio today. And me, the producer over there. You got a good show today, right, bud? Huh? You got some good shit today? It's your show, jackass. Figure it out, you dumb-headed little beanie bitch. Yeah, I hate your beanie. Take it off. That's my only advice for you today, you little bitch. Well, your mom's a hoe. In case you didn't know, the producer's name, guess what? It's the same as mine. On the pod today, wait, how did you want to start the show? How did you want to do it?
Headquarters says smoke a bowl.
Let's start things off today with a group hit. So everybody, grab your lighters, grab your bongs,
and let's smoke, baby.
Hey yo, Scenic.
So today, I thought it'd be fun to bring up some of my favorite movies and actors in movies that have actors today. I love movies. They are very, what's the word? I don't know.
Dude, you ever just get high and start a sentence, right? And you're going and you're going and you're going and the trains are rolling and all of a sudden the tracks, you look up and they're gone and you can't stop the train, but you know you're gonna go off the tracks. And then everybody inside's gonna die. And then from that, a zombie apocalypse will rise from those dead train passengers. They will take over the world. They will start the new world order.
You know, one of the craziest conspiracy theories I've ever heard is that there's lizard people, amphibians that can shapeshift and pretend to be human, that live underground and in the sewers, and even are elected officials in the highest form of government. I've heard this story that frickin' like Biden is a lizard person, or Hillary was. Who comes up with these conspiracies, man? That's the dumbest shit ever. That's like that's like telling a child, "Hey, Santa's real." Oh, is he? Yeah, he is. Hey, there's reptilian shapeshifters that are in our government. Wait, what? Really? Yeah. Yeah, sure, totally. No frickin' wit. People are so dumb, bro. Gotta stop telling all your children lies, because then they grow up just to be gullible as fuck. Who believes in lizard people? You think if lizard people were real and they can shape shift, that they wouldn't just take over?
Or what if they already have? What if we just found a new conspiracy?
That's the thing about conspiracies, is that most of the time, we're not going to know the answer. Unless your name's Jeffrey Epstein, then we're not going to know. I don't even think he killed himself. I don't believe it. What happened to his wife? One day there was a report that she was caught. 2 months later, I don't fucking know what happened to her. Did she expose people? Did she die? Is she dead? Is she alive?
I don't know.
Oh my god, guys. I totally forgot about something. It was kind of embarrassing. Kind of a lame move. Kind of a... You know what? Let me just tell you. And then you can take your own opinions from it, okay? So I was, I had to go to the grocery store for my mother, okay? And she writes down this list on some paper, and she gives it to me, and I go. And before I go into this particular grocery store, I'm in my car, and I'm just ripping on my dab pen, because grocery shopping high is so fucking fun, dude. I highly recommend it. So I'm getting blasted in the car. That's what she said. And I go in and I'm shopping, and I have my headphones in, my AirPods, and I'm listening to a podcast, and I pull over in one of the aisles because I had a question and I was going to call my mom. So I pull over, and I'm standing there. I had the list in my hand, the podcast going. I go and pull my phone out, and I click my mom's name, and it starts to go in my ears. Ring, 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 ring. And I look up. Walking straight at me is this probably 9 out of 10 girl walking just straight at me, bro. In this whole cute outfit with her hair up, and she's looking just like she can bounce a little bit, if you know what I mean. And she's just walking up to me, right? And I'm standing there, I look, and we lock eyes, and she leans in. She's wearing a backpack, right? And she leans in, and she goes, "Hey, I like your sweatshirt." I exaggerated it, but the words, "I like your sweatshirt," didn't come out of her mouth, right? And as she says that, right, I go to say thank you, or some other things, but, and as that's happening, right, ring, 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 hello, Brendan, are you there? And this girl's just looking at me, and my mom's there, and I'm like, so I tell her thank you, and then my mom's like, what are you saying? And then she starts to walk away, and then I'm like, oh my god! And I got a little bit of red face, unsafe, mark my butt for disgrace, pull my pants down, and insert your... What is this podcast becoming? But yeah, that was just, it was, and don't forget, I was high as balls, dude. High as shit, my eyes are blasted, they look pretty red, and already slow reflexes. And I can't handle all these women coming at me at once. It's too much. Too much for my high brain. I was not prepared, dude. I was in fucking pajamas and a hoodie. With my hair all messy. Just after work, dude. What do you want from me? You can't sling dick at 6 o'clock in the morning after a 9 to 5. It wasn't even 6 o'clock in the morning, though. It was like 6 o'clock at night. But still. I'm not trying to fuck you after a 9-hour work shift. You probably didn't even want to fuck. You probably just wanted to, you just wanted to fucking date me, steal my hoodie, and break up with me, you little bitch. You little whore. You hoodie whore. Do you think it would be smart? You know how I think they're chameleons, can grow back their tails? Why don't we all get pet chameleons, right? And we just cut off their tail and eat it. Like, how long does it take to grow back? Hold on. Okay, apparently apparently, their tail grows back in either a month or a year. But, you keep them bitches around, you let their tail grow out, and then, one day the power goes out, and the snow builds up, and you can't drive anywhere, and you need some food. Bam, lizard tail, ready, prepared. It'll hurt for him a little bit, but it's gonna grow back. But you know what I mean? That's just like an extra step in survival training right there. Always be prepared for something that's probably never gonna happen. Like the big earthquake, knock on wood, that we're supposed to get in the next 2 to 2 million years or something. So, that should happen soon, probably. Why do homeless people have, like, an obsession with jerking off on public transport? I feel like I've heard on so many podcasts about these women in, like, New York City in the streets, and then I've seen news reports of this happening time and time again, where homeless dudes are just jerking it on buses, on the street corner, to the middle of the street. They just go out and start. It's rush hour. They're just. What the fuck, guys? We understand you don't have a home, but not over here. Get out. I don't want to see it. And I'm not trying to be mean here. This is just something I've seen. I think all of them are on drugs, for sure. You don't jerk off with public, and I don't think someone can jerk off in public like that without some form of intoxication. I can't even speak to certain people without the influence, let alone jerk off in front of you. And to do that sober? You think you can jerk off in front of somebody sober? What? No, never. Never ever. No. Ew. Even with like 2, 3, 4, maybe 20 shots of Jack Daniels. Fuck Jack Daniels. Vodka or something. After 20 shots of that and I was on a bus, I still want to jerk off. What the fuck kind of drugs are you? What the hell does meth do to you, man? You just gotta wake up that next morning, right? Coming down from like a meth high, and you're like, dude, what did I do last night, dog? And you say that out loud, and of course 8 other people are around you, so you're like, oh my god, shut up, I'm sleeping. Or something like that. I don't know how they work. I'm not trying to make fun of them. I'm not. I'm really not. And I don't know, the dude walks down to his local Starbucks, and he sits down, and he orders a coffee, and he's just watching the TV because I have it on. It's the morning news, and it's a new viral video of a man on meth jerking off on a bus, and they zoom in on the guy, and he's sitting there drinking his coffee, and he's looking at this TV, and it just zooms in straight on, and then it shows a picture of him, and then it goes, if you've seen this man, and the cashier just looks at him. The guy that made his coffee looked at him, and he's looking back at them. What are you gonna do about it? Man's gotta get his nut. Like, then you leave that coffee shop, right? And you go back home, wherever that is. And you're like, meth feels good, sure. But it's got me jerking off on public transportation. Maybe I should fucking stop. You're like, I'm jerking off on public transportation. Nobody else is ever. Maybe I shouldn't do this shit anymore, man. Unless that's how he wants to go. That's how he wants to die. He wants to overdose while jerking off on a bus. It's a free country, man. I don't know. Do what you want, I guess.